Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, all appropriate ages, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, where it may be. Hope you're staying safe and healthy and indoors. So, Deimos Arcana. And I'm going to be speaking on my experience whilst playing this on PS4, because there's still no way in hell when I get my PS5 I'm putting this on there. So, I've actually got all my mastery rank slates up there. I'm just missing 29 and 30, which will be in time when I can be asked. Got the 6 new floofs, talked about the next Pharaoh yesterday, actually, and how to get them. And yes, I know people are finding it a pain in the ass to get them, but it wasn't really that hard. And got the Sporothrix, got the Bubonico, just need mutagen mass to finish building. Got none of the barrel stock or receiver parts. Same for the Aaron Spinoza, which I actually got from one of the new vaults, but that I got from the Gift of the Lotus alert. Arcwing Morga, still got to build the receiver in stock.
Operator, the system
which I'm just missing a damaged stock and a damaged receiver for. Yeah, I had a lot of fun playing Minecraft in this game, getting all the mining and fishing parts, but in all honesty, that was the most fun I had during this whole Arcana experience. Tenogen actually dropped everything that they said they were going to drop on console for once. I'm impressed. It's a first for console. Congratulations, Digital Extremes. But that's about where it ends in congratulating them. Because we're going to talk about Arcana, and the vaults, and the bugs, and how it's as broken, if not more broken, than when Heart of Deimos first launched on console. Which is, to me, no surprise, if I'm brutally honest. And saddened by. And made me wonder if I should continue to keep on playing Warframe. Because we already found out that they know they're putting out broken content. When Danielle mentioned or answered the question as to why the Heart of Deimos trophies do not sync with PlayStation Network. Because they didn't have time to run proper testing and certification and guidelines, but still put it out anyway. That was a fucking joke, as far as I'm concerned. They should have just left it behind. And now they're not going to address it or fix it until next year. Yeah, you want to continue to put out broken content, and you're now telling us that you know it's coming out broken? Good job, Digital Streams. Anyway. Now, it was, to my knowledge, but that's whether I misheard or misread or I'm just being plain stupid, that you had to run all of the 3 old Isolation Vault missions in order to access the new ones. I first did this with a squad, multiple times, ran all the old Isolation Vaults, and then ran all the new Isolation Vaults. Then went back home, into the Necrolist, and yeah, it looks like you have to do that every time you go into the Canyon Drift, because all the new Isolation Vaults always remain locked until I redo all the old Isolation Vaults. Which, if that is how it's actually meant to work, and I was just mishearing everything, then that is an extremely, this is going to sound like an extremely stupid way to run Deimos Arcana. If it's bugged, then I understand. It needs fixing. If that is the way it's meant to work, it's stupid. No discussion there. Considering you need the new Isolation Vaults for the parts for the Sporothrix, the Aaron Spinoza, all the new Arcanes, etc. It is just meh. at best, and that's being polite.
A Pharaoh Predicite. Menacing in the field.
So that's
rather adorable when asleep.
And I will say, like I said, I did that multiple times with squads, and everything still remains locked whenever I go back into the drift. And then there's all the bugs that happen. If you remember all the bugs that came out with the Heart of Deimos and the isolation vaults, in terms of invisible walls stopping you going through doors, falling through the earth, after you've finished with Lloyd and Otak and you go to match the symbols and the symbols are bugged, all of those bugs are back and more frequent than when they were with the Heart of Deimos. And for some reason the SFH, you can't just tap square now, you have to hold it, unless that's something I can change in controller settings. That was a stupid default design. Now, saying all that, I've also experienced a few new bugs where I've been one shot by just being in a completely empty room, no enemies around, just me, and I've somehow had to revive. Still to this day I have no clue what that is. Playing with squads, whenever there's been a host migration issue, majority of the time, it sent me back to the beginning of the isolation vault stages that I've just finished. What the hell is that all about? And I got that fed up with all of that happening and having to redo all the old vaults to unlock the new vaults. I thought, right, I'm going to try this solo, because back in the old Heart of Deimos, whenever that happened, or whenever the bugs occurred, I went into solo and it pretty much eradicated any of those issues. It doesn't eradicate those issues with Arcana if you're doing it solo. I still experience every single one of them, bar the host migration one. It is just a complete and utter buggy mess. And either after running all the new isolation vaults, either I've just had incredibly bad luck, or the RNG for the parts for the Sporothrix and the Spinoza and the Arcanes are incredibly low. Because I've got 2 residual Arcanes. One damaged Necromech barrel, which is why I only have that for the Mortar. And that's it. The only positive thing I can say about the isolation vaults now is that it's easier to get scintillant. That's it. They look nice. The art team has worked their arse off once again and delivered, but Digital Extremes, you've got to stop relying on the art team to carry you. You can't keep putting out broken content. The 2 hotfixes that came out on console, one was to change what tokens are needed to build items, and the other one was to remove a weapon that you released too early. I wouldn't call them hotfixes. Actually, yeah, they really are hotfixes, but they're probably the most minor of hotfixes that they can have in terms of what is wrong with Deimos Arcana on console. Well, at least from my experience, anyway. So yeah, all the bugs are back and at a more frequent manner, because they happen in solo as well as with squads. The drop chances for items are as rare as always, which is piss take. I mean, I don't even know why I bothered unlocking half the stuff this early, because, especially for Bone Widow and the Morga, because at the moment you can only use your necromechs in 3 places. This area, or Valis, and Plains of Ivor. And at the moment they have no true purpose in those either, because we've got Warframes and weapons that can do more damage anyway, so they're just mastery rank fodder at this point. And their weapons, the only other place you can use them is on Arcwing missions, which is soon going out the window, and Arcwing will only be able to be used in Railjack, which is still a broken, game-crashing mess. So, some of the content they've released with Arcana is currently pointless. Unless you just want to build up your mastery rank, which past mastery rank 16 is pointless. It is just a complete and utter mess from what I've seen since it launched on Wednesday. You know, you need to change how the isolation vault's unlocked and how they should stay permanently unlocked once you've done everything. Fix all the old bugs that have come back. I'm just dipping out of Arcana until everything is in actual working order like it is meant to be. Because right now, it is pointless. I really do not enjoy it. And with that being said, that's my rundown of my experience and how it's left me feeling about Warframe. And let me know if you've experienced those issues or any issues that I haven't encountered yet, because I'm sure there are some out there. And I shall see you all later.